Alright, good morning from Birch Run shelter. As promised, here's some footage of the shelter this morning. So the shelter's pretty nice. There are 8 bunks inside. It's really clean, nice picnic table. There's a privy back there, which is actually quite large and spacious. A nice fire ring. And then there are 2 bear poles, one over here and then one over on that side somewhere. I set up my tent down here by the creek, which is the water source for the shelter. And yeah, that was home for the night. All right, good morning. It is 8:25. I hit the trail about 5 minutes ago. And I am planning to hike 10 miles today to get to, I think it's Pennsylvania Route 30. And then there's like a mile road walk down the road to get to Through It All Hostel, which is a church operated hostel. Actually, it's a hostel operated out of a church. And I will either be getting picked up there tonight by Jordan, or if my attitude changes, I will stay the night there and keep hiking on tomorrow. I know yesterday was a rough day for me with my back pain. It was pretty agonizing, and towards the end of my only 10-mile day, I was having to stop every mile to take my pack off and sit. So that is primarily what put me in such a crappy mood and mindset, because I don't know, I think it's pretty frustrating and just like, I don't know, disappointing to have to stop every mile because you're in so much pain in your back. And it's hard to feel like you can get any momentum when you're having to stop so frequently. So depending on how my back feels today will kind of determine what my next step is for tonight and tomorrow. Of course, it feels good now because I just had my pack off for over 12 hours. I had gotten to the shelter last night around, I think it was around 4, and I didn't put my pack back on until like 8:15 this morning. So it was off for a solid, 16 hours. And I got some good rest, although I was gonna go on a murderous rampage last night. There was this bird, I don't know what kind of bird it was, but it was the loudest bird ever, and it decided to sing or do whatever like right when I went to bed last night, and then again at like 3 a.m. and then it was up at 5:30 in the morning, continuously making this noise. And I did take a video of it to capture the noise, so I'll stick it in here if the video came out good. But so if anyone knows what type of bird that is, let me know, because I'm curious. Finally, it luckily stopped so I could go back to sleep this morning. But yeah, overall I slept pretty good. I don't know if there's anything interesting today. I know I go by some cool shelter. I think it's Quarry Gap shelter, which is supposed to be beautiful. So I'll show you guys that when I walk by. Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot of anything interesting today. So I will check in with you guys later. Well, isn't this nice? Nice little pine needle trail. Super soft and squishy. Smells good. Wouldn't be mad if this is the rest of my day. All right, so I'm 2.3 miles in and my back's hurting already. Ugh. I hate this. Why? Why me? I mean, if it's any consolation, the trail is pretty today. So there's that. Also, I just inhaled a bug. Literally was puffing air going up this hill, and a bug flew right into my mouth. And I don't know if I actually inhaled it. It definitely got stuck in my throat, or at the back of my throat. So I'm hoping that it got stuck there, and then once I took a drink and gargled, that it just went down my esophagus and not into my lungs. I mean, I doubt that it would be a big deal. If a bug goes in your lungs, I don't know. Is that bad? I'm sure it happens all the time. But yeah, so that's just how my day's going. And actually, I think I can still feel the bug in my throat. Well, I guess I needed a little bit more breakfast. Anyway, I'll check in later. Okay, I'm here at a random campsite. It's actually a nice little stealth spot at the top of like a super small climb, and just resting with my pack off. My back is definitely getting more and more bothersome. I made it 5.4 miles before I had to take it off, although I've been dying to take it off like the last mile and a half. I was just waiting to find a spot that actually had somewhere to sit, that wasn't on a narrow part of the trail. So that's what I'm doing right now. I've got like 4.3 miles only left for my day to Route 30, which is where the Through It All hostel is. And my feet feel good today. Mentally, I'm not too bad. And I think that I would keep going to finish PA on this little section hike stretch that I'm out for, but this back issue is just becoming more and more, like I said, more and more bothersome, and it's not improving, and it's getting worse, I feel like, and it's just making me not enjoy the trail as much as I think I would, considering it's a super nice trail in this part of PA, and it's beautiful. Like, I think I would otherwise be having a really good time and enjoying myself, but this back problem is pretty bothersome. So I'm having Jordan pick me up tonight, and then I'm going to try to get into a chiropractor or a massage, a spa for a massage somewhere in the coming days, or both, because yeah, this isn't gonna work for me if I have any hopes of ever freaking finishing this dang state. Like, Pennsylvania just has been haunting me. I've come out to try to do miles and get sections done, and it's always something that comes up that I can't do what I was originally planning on. So that stinks, but yeah, I think that ultimately too, I just need to take a break from this trail mentally and physically. I think I'm just exhausted and burnt out, and I think I need to take a legitimate break from trail to reset. Like, I'm talking like weeks or months from trail before I try to come out again. I think I need to go hike something different. Like Memorial Day weekend, Jordan and I were going to hike together, and originally it was going to be wherever I was on the AT, but I think we need to do something different, like maybe go up to the Adirondacks or something. So tonight when I get home, I'll be scrambling, trying to find if there's anywhere that we can stay in the Adirondacks on such a late notice for a holiday weekend, because I don't really want to backpack with this back shoulder situation. I'm about done with my break. I'll probably break here again, and I think 1.7 miles ahead is the Quarry Gap shelter, which is supposed to be really nice. So I'll probably break there again as well and have some lunch. And then Jordan won't be able to come get me tonight until like 7 p.m. or so. So I'll have lots of time. Hopefully I can just go hang out at the church and watch some TV or, you know, just do whatever out of the sun. So that's the plan, and I'll check in later. All right, so I'm here at Quarry Gap Shelter, and oh my gosh, this shelter is so fancy. Before I walk over there, I'll just turn around and show you. So this is, you'll be coming this way if you're going northbound. So there is a bear box here, and then you walk in. Welcome. You've got some flowers. There's two super nice tent platforms here. I think the privy is up that trail. There is a swing that's engraved with Quarry Gap Shelter. There's a nice bench here in the shade. And then this shelter, it's a two-sided, so I think this side sleeps 4 and that side sleeps 4, and there's a picnic table, like pavilion area in the center. This side, unfortunately, I think a tree fell on it recently and it hasn't been restored yet, so this side is closed. You can see the roof is damaged, unfortunately, but half the shelter is open. There's more flower pots here. But yeah, this side is open, and let's see what we got here. There's games, some magazines. They've got, in the food box, apparently there's some fire starter. Flowers are courtesy of Musselman's Greenhouse. What's this say here? Hikers, please help. If there's heavy thunderstorms later today, would you please set the flowers under the shelter porch to protect them? And yeah, here's a look inside the one side that is open. So it's small. I think on far out it says it sleeps 4. And there's another covered picnic table. There's some garden ornaments here. A nice little stream that's flowing decent. But yeah, this is maintained by the PATC, the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club. Jim Stotch is the innkeeper, and looks like Raisin and Cowboy also help maintain this. I heard that the people who maintain this shelter have a little competition going with, I think it's Tumbling Run Shelter, to see who can have the nicest shelter. So Tumbling Run, you'll get to that shelter first before this one if you're going Nobo. I haven't seen it yet, but it would be, it's hard for me to imagine that anything could be better than this. So I don't know what's down this trail. Spring. Oh, there's like an actual spring that must run down here if this little stream's not running well enough. Great shelter.